I'm going to cover step by step, orally only, without any B-rolls, how to apply for a UK visa in 2025 online. So I'm going to discuss the options of you are applying from either from inside the UK or from outside the UK, especially from outside the UK. This is what I'm trying to cover on this video. So if you stay throughout the end, if you are applying for the UK visa for the first time from outside UK mainly, that's what I want to cover, and slowly I will also cover the inside UK aspects. So you are applying for the UK visa for the first time, and let's say any visa that you, so the first step for you to do is any visa that you want to apply. Let's say you want to apply for a UK visitor visa from outside the UK. You search, when in whichever country you are, you search for apply for a UK visitor visa in your own country, and gov.uk is the website, gov.uk. You will see that should be the website address. So gov is government.uk. So once you go on that website, you should see all the details of how to apply. Usually the way the UK system works is there is a third party provider in every country. So now the UK has centralized for taking biometrics, photograph, passports, documents. Obviously the UK caseworkers cannot go to your home country and take documents from you. So the way the UK system works is that you fill up an online application for any visa, whatever visa that is. If you're applying for a student visa or a visitor visa or any visa you can think of, skilled worker visa, you fill up an online application on the government portal, the UK government portal, so the website. So you search for it, you will find that visa application. It's not rocket science. You don't need lawyers for that. I'm an immigration lawyer, but yeah, I don't think you need any advice at that point. Many people do fill up the forms themselves and they do apply. But yeah, so Google search for visitor visa, apply for a UK visitor visa wherever you are in your home country, and the website that will come up is gov.uk. That will be the, what do you call, the domain name. Yeah. So and then you fill up the form over there. It will tell you the steps briefly. At the end of the, you fill up all the information on the form. At the end of the form there will be a document checklist. You provide those documents. Usually the checklist is customized nowadays. Home Office is trying to customize it. Let's say you say I have a job, so automatically it will give you employer's letter and pay slips. If you say I have a business, then accordingly it will change to your tax returns for 3 years, whatever that is. So usually the checklist is customized. So coming to the next steps, let me pick up something. I'm shopping as well. Okay, so okay, so you fill up the form, you come to the document checklist. Also, there are, you can go through the whole, you can go through our website also. There are many list of documents. You can download them for free. There are spouse visa list of documents. There are skilled worker list of documents. I know, yeah, maybe visitor visa. There are many videos on YouTube about visitor visas. Yeah, most of the checklists are there. And whatever the document checklist says, you have to provide all those documents. Also, you can provide extra documents, and you should provide extra documents if you think that is relevant. Very, very important. Many times I've seen refusals where people, when I'm discussing the refusal letter with them, it can be any visa. Usually all the points based visas are good. They will show you a good checklist. They don't mess around. But a visa such as a visitor visa, it will be a messy one. The checklist may not cover everything. If you want to show your financial situation or any situation for that matter, or your intentions of coming, you can put additional documents also. And how do you put the documents? I will get to that part. Let me put some yogurt in my tray. Okay, 1 minute. So the way you put your documents, 1 minute. So the way you put your documents is you upload it onto the portal. That is what I would recommend as an immigration lawyer myself. We always upload. I would say upload yourself. Don't trust the VFS. So the contract is with VFS now. You can go to the center, give them the document copies. They will scan it back to you. It's too much hassle for you also. You have to make A4 copies of all the documents, give it to them. They scan it and return it to you. It's useless. Rather, you can take the pictures. There are apps nowadays, PDF scanner and all of that. Convert all the documents into a PDF and upload them. The file sizes, there is a restriction of 5 MB or something, hence PDF are preferred, but I think they take JPEG and other things also. So I would recommend you always upload the documents yourself and don't trust on the VFS executives. They are not lawyers, VFS executives who may give you a hard time when you go to upload. And yeah, so anything they say, take it with a pinch of salt. So upload the documents yourself. If you are really cannot do that, only then carry all your documents to the VFS and they will upload it for you and they will charge you for that also. So it's more hassle and more expenses. So that's how you do it. After you upload the documents, so there are two steps that you do with the third party provider, that is the VFS. They are like a courier company, you don't need to worry about them. I know people go there, they will tell them sir and this and that, they think that they make a decision. The VFS guys don't make a decision. So yeah, all the decision is done in the UK. The caseworkers are sitting in Sheffield, Liverpool, etc. Many of the outside UK applications, they come to Sheffield. I am a member of Immigration Lawyers Association, so no, I know how it works. I have seen the case working. I know the process flow, suitability, eligibility, etc., etc. So what I'm saying is correct. Okay, so the VFS doesn't make any decisions. They only pass on your application and documents in a digital format, your biometrics and your documents. That's it, nothing else, to the Home Office. So that is what they do. So let me check my list. Springs, then this one. I'll tell the next steps. Let me check what do I have to buy. Okay, so the VFS guys don't make any decision. They are just acting as a courier company. Think of them as a DHL or whatever courier company is in your country. So they don't make the decisions. Whatever they tell you, it really doesn't matter. They will try to show you as if they are the lawyers or they are the decision makers. That's what VFS does, I know. I have seen them in India especially. So yeah, don't worry about that. Usually, yeah, if you upload of documents, and at the VFS appointment there is no interview. Everyone asks me this question. So these are some of the myths also I want to break them. VFS doesn't make a decision, and also there is no interview at the VFS center. VFS doesn't have authority to interview anyone. Whatever they may ask you, I don't care. So as per the immigration rules, VFS guys don't have any authority. They are not UK government employees. They are employed by VFS. That's a different company outside the UK. Home Office has just given the contract to them so that easily they can get all the documents, because the UK government workers cannot go to other countries and get the documents from people or go and do the fingerprinting over there. Hence, that is just for ease purposes, that contract has been outsourced. I'm trying to find something. I know I found it. I think that is the spring roll I have to pick up. Ooh. Okay, got this. Okay, so yes, VFS cannot interview anyone. Remember that. I know people always ask me, will I be interviewed when I go for my biometrics appointment outside the UK? I'm covering applications initially for outside UK parts. So in this video, I'm covering how to apply for a UK visa in 2025. What are the steps you need to take? So to begin with, as I said, search apply for a UK visitor visa. Go on Google and search, and the gov.uk page usually comes back. There may be some foolish ads coming up. Ignore them. Look for the website that says gov.uk, government.uk at the end. So that's how you can sort it out. And so once you click on that website, read through it, fill up the application form. It will say, where are you applying from? Is there a biometric center in your country? Are you happy to go to a biometric center? All of those you have to say yes, 99% of the times. Yeah, other than that, it is very exceptional. So you say yes to all of that, fill up the form. The form will automatically direct you. At the end, it will allow you to download. Uh, what is happening? Just a minute. So, okay. So the form will automatically direct you. At the end, you can also, about the form, many people ask me, once I fill up something, can I change it? So you can change the form before it is submitted. You can log into the form again and again 100 times before you are submitting it, change every detail you want to. Okay, so the form doesn't lock. Other question that I have been asked about this, these are all the myths. I know people get confused about this when they are trying to fill up the forms themselves. So another one, if you fill up a form and there is an error and you've submitted it, unless you enroll your biometrics outside the UK, the form is not going for a decision. You can withdraw it. There is an option to withdraw, or however you withdraw it. And that form will never go to a caseworker, or no one will look at it. It will be deleted from the database. So remember that. Sometimes people make mistakes and they'll be like, what to do about that previous form? Unless you enroll your biometrics, you haven't filed a valid application from outside UK. So unless you have validated the form, it doesn't flow forward to a case working queue. It doesn't go to a caseworker. Even if you paid the fees, you haven't done the final step, it won't go forward. So nothing to worry about it. If you have, I know some channel member, Bakar, I will get that, but just 1 minute. So even if you have submitted the one form and that is completely wrong, even if that is the case, if you don't enroll your biometrics, it won't go for a decision. You can fill up another one. And submit that one, do the biometrics, and that one will go for a decision. Remember that. This is a common misconception. People are worried. They submit one form, they are like, what to do now? Unless you complete all the steps, the final step is the biometric enrollment, the fingerprinting. If you don't do that, it's not happening. So it's not going forward for a decision. So that is a very important point. Let me just go through. What else? Yeah, fill up the form, submit it. At the end, there will be a checklist. Provide all the documents as per the checklist. Sometimes you may not have all the documents, or all the documents may not apply. Accordingly, explain it. For any visas other than visitor visa, mostly the checklist is quite exhaustive. I've seen that. So you can just follow the checklist. I've never seen issues around the checklist aspect for outside UK applications, like a student visa, skilled worker visa, global talent, any visa for that, spouse visa. Usually the checklist comes up quite good. The way you answer it, okay? So remember, you need to answer all the things properly. So follow the checklist, upload all the documents, or carry them to the VFS appointment. At the appointment, there is no interview. You will only give your biometrics. That is, you will give your fingerprints on that scanner. It's a digital thing, nothing to carry in physical. So you give your fingerprints, they take your fingerprint, they take your digital photo, and that's on. That's it. That is biometric enrollment, and at that point, your application is submitted. And you have, no doubt, your date of application is logged when you submit the application form. But at that point, the application is fully submitted. After that, you wait for the results. Usually, VFS will send back the passport. They give you two options. I think you can either collect the passport back from them, or you buy a courier service from them. You can take either of them. If you get a courier service, they send it to you. Or if you get in-person collection, they will send you an email with the approval, not with approval, just saying that the decision is made, please come and collect your passport. And you have to go and collect within those timings. Another service is keep your passport. Sometimes people want to travel to other countries or something. Then you may have the option of keeping your passport. At the VFS appointment, you can tell them, I want to keep my passport, I need it. You don't have to tell them the reason. I just want to keep my passport. And usually, for most of the applications, there is a keep your passport service, other than a priority service. If you don't do a priority service, then if you go for a priority, they may not give you the passport back. They may not give you the passport, keep your passport service. But for all other services, yes, they do give the passport back, keep your passport service. So you can keep your passport, and once the decision is made, they will send you an email. You submit the passport, they put the visa sticker and give it back to you. If if your application is refused, then in the same way, they return your passport with the refusal letter. Usually that's what you will see. And that is all the steps that you need for to apply for any UK visa from outside the UK. in 2025. So that is the process that you need to follow for outside UK applications. Babakar, there is a member's question. So, can Home Office contact health visitor to investigate if you get parental smell, like spending time dropping them at the appointments? I don't think they do contact the health visitor. So, but then yeah, they should state the correct facts. That's what I would say. So, that is my answer to that. So, yeah, Babakar, he is a member. So, anyone, if you like this channel, do subscribe to the channel, become a paid member to support it. It's just £1 or £2, whatever that is. Yeah, there are some other perks. You will see it in the members area. Okay, there are some form filling, step-by-step guides, etc. I think so. Yeah, so and that's it. So what else? Now about applying inside the UK. How to how to apply for a UK visa from inside the UK. So if you are inside the UK and you want to apply for any UK visa, there are two parallel systems going on. One is the digital system, where you don't attend an appointment, you already have any visa, you scan your BRP or your passport and create the application. So that is one of the things that I've seen. So that is the most common one. The government wants to divert everyone to that. But for any reason, if you cannot do through the digital system, you have the form system, the same way as it is outside UK. Fill up the form. Over here, the provider is TLS Contact. So TLS Contact is the third-party provider, the way you have VFS outside UK. So in the UK, you go for an appointment with them. So I'll cover the first part. In the UK also, you follow very similar process. You search on Google, I want to apply for a parent visa or whatever visa you are applying. You search on Google, the gov.uk pops up, you fill up the form, you can save it n number of times, open it, change it, do whatever again and again before you submit. So submit is when you make the payment of the application fees. I'm trying to find something. So before you submit the application, you can make as many changes as you want for any application. Spouse visa, skilled worker visa, graduate route, student visa, whatever you are applying from inside the UK. So you fill up the application form, then the form directs you. So almost 80% of the process has gone to e-visas and digital, where you only scan your BRP and you don't go to an appointment without an appointment. So the way the UK system works is people are already in the UK on some visa, they may have some digital status, so their fingerprints are already enrolled. So in that case, the government is not asking them to enroll the fingerprints again and again. Just by scanning the BRP card or a passport or somehow whatever is the document, they are slowly moving towards the passport also. The previous fingerprints are copied from the previous database and they are continued. So you don't have to go specially for an appointment for any further applications. So that appointment step is done before instead of going to the TLS contact. So there are two steps. One is the 10% area where the forms are filled up the same way as outside UK. The forms are filled up the same way as they are filled up outside the UK. And yeah, so that system is anyways there in the UK. That will be run parallel for some years, I think so. Or even they will just keep it for long. They will have to, because there will be exceptions where people, even after 5 years, there will be some exceptions where people cannot do it through the digital system. So 10% of the area in the application that are filed inside the UK will be through the application and biometric appointment process. That's what we expect. Government is trying to make it more and more digital, but yes, some 5 to 10% of the applications will always fall out of that normal. So even now 90% of the applications are done through the digital system, but 10% of them are through the others, sometimes out of choice, sometimes due to challenges of the system. So the 10% system remains exactly the same. You fill up, search for the visa application online, fill up the form, submit it, make the payment, book an appointment, attend the appointment. TLS in the UK has the same role as VFS outside UK. With TLS, you go and enroll your biometrics, carry your documents there, they will scan it for you. I would advise against just carrying it to them, same way as VFS. It's always better to upload your own documents. You have the chance, you upload it, and then just go for the biometrics appointment with them. Don't trust the TLS guys. They may not scan something, some document, some page or something. So we never trust that. We always upload all of our documents for all of our clients. So if you're doing the application yourself, fill up the form, book appointment, upload your documents, attend your appointment. Once your appointment is attended, then your application is valid. Then it goes forward for a decision. Before that, it doesn't go forward for a decision. Remember that. There's also one way of buying time. People try to delay that for whatever reasons they may have, but that's not this video about. This video is more on how to prepare and file a UK visa application in 2025. In the beginning part of the video, I have covered how to file an application from outside UK, and on this side, I'm covering how to file it inside UK. So as I said, the 10% of the applications, any application, are still on the same, exactly the same model as it is outside UK. Only the service provider is different. Outside UK, the courier company, for us, I call them as courier company, is VFS, and in the UK, the courier company is TLS. They don't make decisions. They cannot interview you. They cannot interview you. They cannot interview. They cannot make decisions. They are not case workers. They they are not UK government employees. They are TLS contact employees. So don't worry about the TLS side. This is also the question I'm asked many times. People go for the appointment and they will ask me, like, will they interview me for a spouse visa, for a genuine relationship? TLS contact doesn't have the authority to interview people on the facts or the eligibility criteria and all of that. So they cannot do that. So that is the 10% of the area, and I think said 20%, because even spouse visas are not yet e-visas yet. 20 to 30% of the visas, I think they are still on there, and the rest of the 70%, they are moved to the e-visa, where you scan your BRP or your passport. Then your biometrics are taken from the previous application that you had, either outside UK or inside UK, whatever that is, and the system pulls that. So your biometric step is already completed. You don't have to go for an appointment. Your biometrics are enrolled first, which means they are taken from your previous application. And then you fill up the form, and once you make the payment, that's when you submit it. But just because if you don't want, so after you submit it, then there is one more step of uploading documents. There may not be any documents to upload as per your checklist, but still you have to complete the step saying uploaded, something like that, and then it goes forward into the case working queue. Hi Alma. So yeah, this is all that I wanted to cover in this video. If anyone has any questions, so these are the videos I wanted to cover, and there are some more things. As I walk, I know I will get some ideas and I will add to this definitely. So what else? Anything I missed out? How to file a UK visa application in 2025. That is what I'm trying to address in this video. And have I completed everything? Just check. Okay, yeah, so that is what I wanted to cover in this video. And if you like this video, if you have any more questions on this, maybe write down. Next time I'll make a similar video on how to file a UK visa application. What are the steps? The same way as I defined: filling up the online form, enrolling biometrics, uploading documents, enrolling biometrics. Or if it's inside UK, the e-visa model, you scan your BRP, your passport, enroll your biometrics first, or carry your biometrics forward from the previous application. That's how you do. UK Immigration ID Check app, you use that. Then you fill up the form, and then you submit it and upload your documents. So there are two ways. In the UK, outside UK, it's only one way till now. And there are some other countries, European countries, where they may be able to scan their passport, where they have a chip in their passport, and they may follow the same e-visa process from outside the UK also. But yeah, it's not for all the countries. So hi Alma, and that's it. So yeah, if you have any comments, any questions on this particular topic, how to file a UK visa application, I may cover in a proper exhaustive video. But yeah, these are the things I always wanted to say. I have been making a list of these things. I don't get time to make these videos, hence I'm using my time. I'm shopping, and I'm also doing these videos in a live format. So this will be saved on the channel with some thumbnail. Anyone watches, it will give you some value. If this video has given you any value, do subscribe to the channel. Support the channel by becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you very much.